What's good? I'm giving this collective reading that's really geared toward the chosen ones, the black sheep, the high priestesses, the high priest, divine masculine, and divine feminine specifically. Now, as spirit was given it to me, it's geared really toward the ones that are really hard-headed, They will do what they want to do and wonder why they're in the position they're in. And spirit, like this, tell them how I'm telling it to you. And I'm like, spirit, you really want me to tell them like this? They said, yeah, because they hard-headed. So I want them to come out where they coming from and really ascend to the next level. But they can't ascend to the next level if they not listening and they just doing what they want to do, being hard-headed. So I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I said, okay, cool. I know how they feel because I'm hard-headed too. And I had to bump my head a few times, and I'm tired of bumping my head. And hopefully y'all are tired of bumping y'all head. So with that being said, I'm going to give y'all the rundown of how it was given to me to give to y'all. So y'all are stuck where y'all at. Y'all wondering, y'all praying, y'all, have y'all altars, y'all, doing whatever. And y'all wonder, why am I stuck where I'm at? I got these petitions. What's going on? And spirit, like, simple. There's certain things y'all not doing or whatever. Y'all not even working on what I'm telling y'all to do, the simple things or whatever. The first most important thing that was given to me for y'all is working on y'all health. To weed off and come against any sickness that's coming against y'all. Y'all always think it's, spiritual warfare or somebody throwing darts and arrows at y'all. And spirit's like, nah, that's not always the case, because sometimes y'all not even taking care of yourselves. Spirit was like, some of them won't even eat fruits and vegetables. Then I could hear a lot of them saying, well, they got a recall on the fruits and vegetables out here. And I heard spirit say, when the last time some of them ate fruit and vegetable? Let's be honest. When the last time some of y'all ate fruits and vegetables? Some of y'all won't eat fruit and vegetables from the can. And the recalls for fresh fruit and vegetables. Y'all, the closest thing some of y'all gonna come to a fresh fruit or vegetable is when y'all going to the drive-thru and getting y'all some french fries. That don't count. We need fresh fruits and vegetables or whatever. So we need to start there or whatever. Some of y'all ain't going to the doctor. And I can hear some of y'all say, well, I don't have no insurance. I said, well, we got some free clinics out here. And if worse come to worse and y'all health get that raggedy, you got to go. They have to serve you if you go to the emergency room at the hospital. Now, if they diagnose you with something serious, one thing about it, they say you have a need, the Medicaid got to take over. You'll be able to apply for Medicaid and get it. So however you do it, let's do it or whatever. Also, a highlight on dental care. One thing about dental care, if you don't take care of your teeth not going to take care of you. One thing I had to learn about teeth is that it's connected to a lot of other systems in your body. Once your teeth get raggedy, a lot of other things get raggedy, like your heart and other things that's not working in your body. It's going to take a downhill toll. So we want to make sure that we get in our checkups and everything in reference to that. So make sure you go and get your checkups with your dentist and getting your checkups with your doctor. So let's work on that. Got to work on exercising, going to the gym. Well, you would say, well, I can't afford the gym membership. Well, walking is free. It's summertime on most parts of the world, especially here in the United States. Walk your happy ass around your neighborhood. You're going to get it done. It's definitely going to get it done. So that was the first thing. Number 2, Spirit wants you to work on your purpose. Y'all talk about where the money resides. The money resides with your purpose. Have you done anything toward your purpose? Do you give your purpose as much as you give that raggedy job? Probably not. You going hard for this job, but this job ain't going hard for you. If you need some time off, you barely can get the time off. You want to be able to give 2 weeks notice to a job, but when a job is time to get rid of you, they're not going to give you no 2 weeks notice. They're going to get rid of you right then and there. So we need to work on our purpose. And also, some of y'all stay at these jobs for too long and barely getting any raises, barely getting any recognition. Y'all got the credentials to get a better job. So y'all can take the time after work, put a resume together, and send them off. You might have to send a few resumes out here, but you eventually may get a call, and you may eventually get a better job. So let's work on that. Let's work on our call, our purpose, and then that's where the money will come in. Let's go. Next thing Spirit wanted to really address, you being around these friend groups. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of y'all got ride or die friends. They are there for you whenever you need them. But a lot of y'all, you got a raggedy friend group, right? You got these raggedy friends. And I'm gonna edit this because my dad had a that's why I be having God knows my heart, but I be cussing in real life or whatever. My dad used to be like, F a friend, you ain't got no friends. And I'm not saying you ain't got no friends, but some of your friends are raggedy. So, if your friend's kind of raggedy, you might not want to tell them all your business until some things come to fruition. You wonder why you tell them something and things don't come to fruition like it's supposed to because your so-called friend jealous and plotting against you or whatever. You wonder why. Well, why does it never come to pass? Because you got raggedy friends. So yeah, keep certain things to yourself, and actually put yourself in circles to find better friends that's really gonna big you up and be there for you. So they say you are the sum of the friends that are around you, right? In reference to where you're going and what income that you're gonna attain. So be wary of what friends that you have in your circle. Next thing, Spirit wanted to get right to it with the healing. Don't get me wrong, we don't want to, sit around and get all these crazy modalities. We're not saying that. But some of y'all really need to work on your shadow integration, got to work on your nervous system regulation. That comes with your health as well. Got to really work on your nervous system deregulation and also inner child healing. With that, some of us, if we could go to therapy. Now, some of y'all gonna be like, well, I can't afford therapy. We go back to insurance. Sometimes insurance will pay for it. Sometimes you're able to pay for it on a sliding scale. Sometimes there's certain organizations that will do it at no cost. So do your research, but it definitely is out there for you to attain. Now, also, some of y'all always talking about this spiritual warfare, spiritual warfare, that. But when was the last time you prayed? When the last time you prayed? When the last time you prayed? When the last time you did anything in reference to spiritual protection, candle, anything? Nothing. But wonder why you always get these attacks. You could pray a hedge of protection. You could pray for free. You could pray for free. You could pray a hedge of protection around you. Definitely. Let's get into our prayer closet. Let's light up these altars. Let's get it together. All right. Now, the most important thing that Spirit wants you to do, they want you to slow down, rest, and rejuvenate. Spirit wants to break certain things down to you for your individual situation. You need to focus, and we go back to your purpose. It's always going to go back to that, because a lot of us has assignments and contracts that we have signed, and we got to stand on these things. Now, if you don't deal with all these situations or all these things I talk about, especially certain things that Spirit tells you specifically for your situation, don't wonder why you have blockages. Don't wonder why you stagnant, especially when it comes to money. Now, when you work on these things, watch the floodgates open for you. The floodgates are going to open for you. You got to clear out all these things. All this stuff going to come raining down on you in the natural. Now, you need, above all things, to nurture your relationship and connection with the Most High God and your spirit team. Rest and rejuvenate. Stand on business. Stand in your authority. Work on your confidence. Say it with your chest. On being strong during all your circumstances. When you do all these things, then all the love, the prosperity, the money and peace that you've been waiting for will come and knock you upside your head. It's been waiting for you. It's there for you. I pray that you receive this and know that you are the one. Peace.